Hello students, till our last part of decimals we have studied about addition of decimal, subtraction of decimal and multiplication of decimal. Also we have solved exercise 2.6 which is based on multiplication of decimal in our last part. In this part of decimal we will study about division of decimals. So let us start. First we will study how to divide a given decimal by 10, 100 and 1000 etc. So students, there are certain rules which we must follow in order to divide a given decimal by 10, 100 and 1000. So rule 1 is that on dividing a decimal by 10, the decimal point is shifted to left by one place. It means whenever we have to divide a given decimal by 10, then what we do? We have to shift the decimal point in the given decimal to left by one place. Let us see an example to understand it. So here we have example 16.8 divided by 10. As you can see here, we have to divide the given decimal 16.8 by 10. So according to the rule, what we have to do? In 16.8 you can see the decimal point is here. So we have to shift this decimal point by one place on left. So we shift this decimal point here. So our result will be 1.68. This is our required answer. In the same way, whenever we have to divide a decimal by 100, then the decimal point is shifted to left by two places. Let us see how. For example, if we have to divide 286.5 by 100, then what we can write? 286.5 divided by 100. So you can see here that in the given decimal 286.5, the decimal point is here. As we are dividing this decimal by 100, so we shift this decimal point by two places but in left direction. So this is the one place and this is the two place in left. So our answer is 2.865. This is our required answer. Again, if we have to divide a decimal by 1000, then what we do? We shift the decimal point in the given decimal to left by three places. Let us see an example to understand it. So here we have to divide 2736.6 by 1000. So we can write 2736.6 by 1000. As you can see, the given decimal 2736.6 is divided by 1000. So we have to shift the decimal point towards left by three places. So this is our decimal point. If we shift this decimal point, then this is one place, this is two place, and this is again three place. So our answer will be 2. So our answer will be, as we have shifted this decimal point by one place, two place, and three place. So our answer is 2.7366. This is our required answer. So students, I hope you have understood how to divide a given decimal by 10, 100 and 1000. Now students, we will learn about how to divide a given decimal by a whole number. So there are some steps which we must follow in order to divide a given decimal by a whole number. So let us see. Step 1. Perform the division by considering the dividend a whole number. And step 2 is, when the division of whole number part is complete, put the decimal point in the quotient and proceed the division as in case of whole numbers. Now students, let us understand these two steps with the help of an example. So here we have to divide 217.44 by 18. So let us perform this division with the help of these two steps. So here the dividend is 217.44. So we can write it as here dividend 217.44 and here our divisor, that is 18. Now first we have to divide the whole number part of the dividend. So the whole number part of the dividend 217.44 is 217. So first we perform the division of 217 by 18. So you know students, 18 one times 18. After subtracting 18 from 21 we get 3 and we take the second digit 7 from the dividend. So we have 37. Again 18 two times 36 and we have the remainder after subtracting 36 from 37 as 1. Now you can see students, the division of whole part of the given decimal 217.44 is completed. Now what we have to do? We have to put the decimal point in the quotient. So we put here decimal point and take one more digit 4. Now you can see we have to divide 14 by 18. But you know that 14 is less than 18. So we put a 0 in the quotient on right of decimal point. So we put here 0. And as we put 0 here, then we can take one more digit from the dividend. So we can write here 4 also. Now we have to divide 144 by 18. Now students, you know that 18 8 times is 144. So our remainder is 0. Okay students, hence the division is completed and we can say our result is 12.08. This is our answer. So this is the method of dividing a given decimal by a whole number. Now students, we will solve exercise 2.7 which is based on division of decimals. So our first question is find, and we have here two parts, 0.35 divided by 5 and 3.96 divided by 4. So from these questions it is clear that we have to divide a given decimal by a whole number. So we must follow the steps that we have learned for dividing a given decimal by a whole number. So let us solve each part. The solution. So here you can see we have the dividend as the given decimal 0.35. So we can write dividend as our decimal 0.35 and the divisor as 5. Now what we have to do? We have to divide the whole part of the given decimal. The whole part of the given decimal is 0. So you know 5 0 times 0 and the division of whole part is completed. Now we put a decimal point in the quotient as the division of whole part of the given decimal is completed. So we put decimal point here. Now we take the next digit 3 here. Again students, you can see that 3 is less than 5. So we cannot divide 3 by 5. So we have to take the next digit also here. In order to take the next digit here, first we have to place 0 in the right side of the decimal point in the quotient. So we put 0 here. And after putting 0 in the right side of the decimal point in the quotient, we can also take the next digit here. So we can take 5 here. Now students, we have to divide 35 by 5. So you know 5 7 times 35. And after subtracting 35 from 35, we get the remainder 0. So our division is completed. Hence our answer is 0.07. Now let us do the next part in the same way. So in this problem, you can see we have to divide a given decimal 3.96 by a whole number 4. So we can take the dividend as the given decimal 3.96 and divisor as 4. Now students, first we have to divide the whole part of the given decimal. The whole part of the given decimal is 3. So 0 times 0 and we have the remainder 3. As the division of the whole part is completed, so we can put decimal point here and we take the next digit 9 here. So we have 39. Now we have to divide 39 by 4. So 4 9 times 36. So when we subtract 36 from 39, then we get the remainder 3. And again we take the next digit from the dividend 6 here. So you can see 4 9 times 36, and after subtracting 36 from 36, we get the remainder 0, and in this way our division is completed. So our required answer is 0.99. This is our answer. Okay students, now let us solve the next question. In next question we have given to solve, find first part 273.23 divided by 10 and next part 0.56 divided by 10. So from these problems you can see that we have to divide the given decimal by 10. And students, you know that whenever we have to divide a given decimal by 10, then what we do? We shift the decimal point of the given decimal to the left by 1 place. So we have to perform the division of 273.23 by 10. As you can see, this is our decimal point and we are dividing this decimal by 10. So we shift this decimal point towards left by 1 place. So when we shift, then decimal point shifted here. So our answer is 27.323. In the same way, we have to divide 0.56 by 10. Again, you can see that we have to divide 0.56 by 10. So we shift the decimal point towards left by 1 place as we are dividing decimal by 10. So this is our decimal point, and when we shift it by 1 place, then decimal point shifted here. And hence our answer is 0.056. In next question, we have given to divide 432.6 by 100 and 98.53 by 100. So students, you can see that we have to divide a given decimal by 100. And whenever we have to divide a given decimal by 100, then we shift the decimal point of the given decimal towards left by 2 places. So let us solve. So we have given 432.6 divided by 100. So this is our decimal point. So we shift this decimal point by 2 places towards left. So this is 1 place and this is 2 place. So our answer is 4.326. In the same way, again we have to divide 98.53 by 100. We can write it as 98.53 by 100. So this is our decimal point, and we have to shift this decimal point by 2 places towards left. So this is 1 place and this is 2 place. So our answer is 0.9853. Next question is find 128.9 divided by 1000 and 0.5 divided by 1000. So from these problems, it is clear that we have to divide a given decimal by 1000. And students, whenever we have to divide a given decimal by 1000, then we shift the decimal point towards left by 3 places. So here we can solve it as 128.9 by 1000. So this is our decimal point. So when we shift this decimal point by 1 place, this is our 2 place and this is again 3 place. So our answer is 0.1289. This is our. In next part we have to divide 0.5 by 1000. So we can also write it as 0.5 divided by 1000. Now you can see we are dividing 0.5 by 1000. So we have to shift this decimal point by 3 places towards left. So this is 1 place, this is 2 place, and this is 3 place. So our answer is 0.0005. This is our required answer. Next question from exercise 2.5 is find first 7.75 divided by 0.25 and next part is 37.8 divided by 1.4. So let us solve. So students, you can see here we have to divide a decimal 7.75 by a decimal 0.25. So if somehow we make this decimal 0.25 as a whole number, then we can perform this division, because you know how to divide a given decimal by a whole number. So our question is how to make this decimal in the denominator as a whole number. So you can see here 0.25 has 2 decimal places. So if we multiply this decimal by 100, then it can be converted to a whole number. So if we multiply this denominator by 100, then we also have to multiply the numerator by 100. So after multiplying, what we get? 7.75 multiplied by 100, we have 775. And 0.25 multiplied by 100 has 25. Now you can see we have to divide 775 by 25. So let us do. So our dividend is 775 and divisor is 25. So let us do the division as we do in case of whole numbers. So we can divide it as 25 3 times 75. So we have remainder 2 and the next digit 5. 25 1 times 25. So remainder is 0. Hence our answer is 31. In the same way we will do for the next part also. So here you can see we have to divide a given decimal 37.8 by 1.4. Again you can see that in the denominator we have a decimal. So if somehow we make this denominator as a whole number, then we can perform the division, because you know how to divide a given decimal by a whole number. Again you can see that this decimal 1.4 has only one decimal place. So if we multiply this decimal by 10, then it can be converted into a whole number. And if we are multiplying the denominator by 10, then we also have to multiply numerator by 10. So after multiplying, our result will be 37.8 into 10 comes out to be 378, and 1.4 multiplied by 10 comes out to be 14. So we have to divide 378 by 14. Now we can perform this division as we do in case of whole numbers. So our dividend is 378, our divisor is 14, Now you know 14 2 times 28 and 14 3 times 42. So 14 2 times 28. After subtracting 28 from 37, we get remainder as 17 minus 8 as 9. And next digit is 8. Now you know 14 7 times 98. So after subtracting 98 from 98, we get remainder 0. Hence our answer is 27. So students, you have learned that whenever we have to divide a given decimal by a decimal, then if we somehow make the denominator as a whole number, then we can perform these divisions. Thank you students. This is the last part of decimals. In our next part, we will see our next chapters. Thank you.